Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. Tonight we have our most special guest, and that's Christine Buckley, the Executive Director of the Brain Aneurysm Foundation. She really leads an amazing group of folks at the foundation, and they do all the great work to make so many of these webinars and so many of the support group materials possible. Christine, on the behalf of all the patients and neurosurgeons, I want to thank you for what you and all the members in the foundations do. And I hear that tonight we're going to talk about some special details related to brain aneurysm support groups. So please go right ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Cohen. And I think everyone knows who's been on these webinars before wouldn't be possible without Dr. Cohen's help. He brought this technology to us, to the foundation, and unfortunately, sometimes technology is a little bad. I think I need a new computer. So I thank everyone for their patience and still being online. So I'm going to give everyone an overall of the foundation, what it is that we do, with a focus on the support groups and what the support groups provide for the patients and their family members and their caregivers. So first we'll start with a brief overview. And again, this key slide is that everyone here, everyone on, the doctors, nurses, patients, family members, that's everyone here together. We are the Brain Aneurysm Foundation. We can't exist without one another. Everyone has something that they give and input. So thank you to everyone for making this foundation be what it is today. So the foundation was established in 1994, and one of its primary missions was to provide support, educational materials to the medical community, to those that are newly diagnosed, the survivors, family members, and friends, as well as the general public, regarding the facts, treatment options, and recovery process for brain aneurysms. And actually, the foundation was started here in Boston by a nurse who was treated for a brain aneurysm. And back at that time, she herself, even though with her medical backing, wasn't quite sure, what is a brain aneurysm, what just happened to me, and where do I go from here? So that was the impetus to get the foundation started. And a lot has happened between now and then. And currently, this national organization functions out of Hanover, Massachusetts, which is just south of Boston. There are 3 full-time staff and 2 part-time employees. We have a great board of directors with representation from across the country, from California to Massachusetts, and points north, south, and in between. We're also even more fortunate to have a really wonderful medical advisory board. And what you see in the slides, I'm just obviously going to go through some of these quickly, but we have representation as well from all across the United States, into Canada as well. And recently we've taken our medical advisory board, we've divided it up regionally. We also have kind of an executive committee, and we're just really fortunate with the physicians and other medical professionals that we have that comprise our medical advisory board. And the medical advisory board, I'm going to flip through these screens, reviews our data on our website and our educational materials. And, they make sure all the information that the foundation puts forth statistically is up to date and that it's current and correct. A lot of people ask how the foundation exists, where did the monies come from? So I just want people to know that the way it does exist is primarily because of people like you. It's individuals who have been affected. It's their family members who either give just from what they have, or they form an event in their area, a walk, a run, a bowl-a-thon, whatever it might be. So the majority of our funding does come from individuals in the events that they do, and another 12% is corporate. So that is something we'd like to change going forward, to have companies be more supportive of the people that make the clips, make the coils, that perform the scans, and to enable the foundation to continue to grow and to reach more people as needed. And another area we are trying to target is more of the government, both on the state and federal level. And this slide just briefly shows that since the time that the foundation has existed, and I go back really to 2006, it says there, because that's when the first full-time employee, which was me, actually came into the foundation. So it ran voluntarily for many years. And when I came on, there was enough money in the bank to really hire somebody. So this shows you the great growth that we have had.